in Maryland with Marines that point machine guns at them and say, stop filming us. They had local kids looking for the, quote, militia people in the mock drill. Then last year, I had a National Guard colonel on from Iowa who they admitted they were doing gun confiscation takeover drills of how to lock down Arcadia. And that's in my film, Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA. It's so important to have this film, to know the tactics, the program, the brainwashing. You've got the governor last year of Tennessee. They had Army checkpoints, Marine Corps. I mean, it was all the services, Air Force MPs, Homeland Security, shutting down whole highways. And then the governor said, don't do that. And the feds said, we're going to do it anyways. I even had state reps on. And then we got photos and videos off the news. It's in my film. And they want to, and it's whole highway shut down, U.S. troops searching them. Training the troops, it's okay. Training the people in the cars, it's okay. Training the media, it's okay. And telling the governor, hey, boy, we don't care what you say. We don't care if this is scaring people in small towns and big cities. And it turned out it was a 4-state martial law lockdown drill. And they're having these everywhere. So continuing and expanding on that for everybody that's out there listening, Rob Dew and Jason Douglas go to Illinois. And it was troops and police training to take on Americans. It was, well, you've seen the New York Times where it shows the Explorer Scouts, and it shows a whole bunch of photos in the New York Times article. They have a photo gallery, and it says they're training to take on American terrorists and disgruntled vets. And then Homeland Security plays the part of disgruntled vets, and the kids come in with laser tag and kill the mock vets who won't turn their guns in. And the New York Times is saying, isn't this great? Our 14-year-olds are training to take on disgruntled gun owners. That's what this was. And they let my guys in. They let them videotape the entire thing. And we're going to be covering it next week. Again, people are like, well, we want to see this now. My guys showed up with 20 hours of video or more. I saw like 6 boxes of tapes. There's 5 tapes per box, so probably 30 hours. I don't know how many hours. We got a lot of video. And I mean, what do you say? I have been to the drills where they're training to take on the American people. And, of course, over a year ago, we got the secret Homeland Security and MIAC reports that law enforcement sent us who were concerned. And in those reports, the media confirmed are real. The number one threat to America is veterans, gun owners, conservatives, libertarians, landowners, libertarians, and anti-war activists, for that matter. Anybody who is not for the New World Order is an enemy. Ron Paul, you name it. Aaron Russo, the list goes on and on. This is what they teach. This whole police state is for you. You are the slaves. All right, we're going to go to Sam, Ronnie, Mike, and Anthony before our guest comes on. I got a bunch of other news we haven't even gotten to yet. But, yes, they've got foreign troops crawling all over the U.S., and they've been incrementally increasing their numbers for decades. And last year they had NLE 09. And it said in the FEMA press release, troops from all these foreign countries, mainly Eastern Europe, are training to fight American terrorists. I've seen articles in the Washington Post 8 years ago. It's in my film Road to Tyranny, where it said Mexican and Canadian troops will be used to fight American terrorists. And then you noticed at the Olympics, it was in the news that the Army was running checkpoints, and now they're going to stay, and U.S. troops were used in Canada. See, this is the world government. This is the mercenaries. This is BP all over the Gulf Coast telling camera people they can't videotape. People say, well, what's your right? Well, what's your authority? My authority is I am God. And the media follows their orders. Just some guy in a baseball cap walks up and says, get out of here. And if that guy in a baseball cap calls the cops and postures right like he's the boss, the cops will get down and lick his boots. But citizens that grovel to police, a lot of cops now on steroids will just break your nose for fun and then charge you with assaulting them. Because you, like a dog that rolls over. You ever seen a dog that's cowed? You walk over to it and it rolls over on its belly and, grovels and then, maybe even squirts a little bit. That's a sign of I totally submit. I'm scared. I'm peeing on myself. That's what the American people do. We just see government And we just, oh, you want more taxes? You want to tell me what I can do? You want to run my life? You want to be my God? Here, let me roll over. I don't want Chris Matthews to call me a terrorist, and you just roll over and submit. And maybe that should be the new national symbol, not the bald eagle, but a man on his back in a fetal position with a little puddle of urine. Maybe we should make an American flag like that, and then the stripes can be yellow for urine. I mean, I'm sorry, that's what this, of us urinating on ourselves. And the new American symbol will be a man in a fetal position peeing on himself. I mean, I'm sorry to get graphic, but that is what we are. Government says something, we ask, how high do we jump? Master, you are king, you are God, you are Lord, you are master. Nothing but government's good. Put fluoride in my water. Give me vaccines full of poisons. Tell me they're good. Lie to me. Give me GMO food. Take my property. Run my life. Brainwash my kids. I'm sorry. I mean, are we land of the free, home of the brave, or are we the land of rolling over on our back and urinating on ourselves like a dog? And so some guy in a baseball cap walks up to cops and says, kick these people out of here. They're not allowed to be here. And they, yes, sir, you look authoritative. And then, it's just to watch my fellow, and I'm not bashing police here, but police know the position you've been put in. You know how you've been brainwashed. You know how you've been encouraged to be thugs. You know how the thugs get promoted. You know the truth. How it's macho to slap us, the milk cows, around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Greenspan is saying we're going to max out our debt, that we're going to lose our AAA rating. California, Connecticut, and other states are losing their AAA rating, which means we owe even more interest to bankers for the right to have currency. It's all made up out of nothing. Gold is an all-time record today. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you want to protect yourselves, if you want to not be completely castrated and completely under government control, I suggest you move into gold and silver at bullion prices that are extreme high quality. Ted is running out of the gold he has at the lower price. It's going to go up again. But then as gold goes up, he'll be able to sell you gold he bought at a lower price even as it goes up. But you need to take advantage of this now. Ted, good to have you on. You've got some news articles for us today on what's happening with gold and why this is happening and today's coin offer before we go to break and come back with calls.
Yeah, just real quick on the news here. Kitco published with Debbie Carlson just wrote that gold sales to record highs as investors fear winds of debt crises and future inflation. And they're just talking about what's going on in Europe, and that's why people are getting into that. Then I was also looking at Market Watch. Market Watch has gold pushes past record $1,260 an ounce. Bloomberg has a title right up here. China should raise its gold and oil holdings. They're going to do that. We also have the support level of gold pushed up now from that 1,100 or that 1,210 range. Now it's 1,216.20, and the resistance levels at 1,270. We're going to see $1,350 an ounce with this trend going the way that it is real shortly. And I need to say it, Alex, I don't know if I'll ever be able to buy gold again at $1,220 an ounce. I was hoping to get that $1,180 to buy a bunch of it again. I didn't get there. I had to settle for just touching $1,200 an ounce here about a week ago. And the world right now is turning to gold. The weird part about it is we're in July. It's acting more like it's October. And, because gold has been so strong. There's a lot of things that are going up in the marketplace right now. Just across the board. I mean, gold hit a market peak today. It right now is at $1,258 and some change, which is higher than it's ever seen before. So if it closes at that number, we'll hit a market peak, even though it went into the $1,260 range today, already. So yeah, we're going to see some positive increases in the gold coins that people have been buying from us all these years. And I gotta say, they deserve it. They're the Mavericks that got into gold before all the yuppies jumped in. And it's nice to see that they're able to take some profits.
And the yuppies are just now getting in. Now tell folks the special deals you've got today that are going to run through the weekend, but probably won't be available next week.
Well, I've got a few things. Again, I am offering the same deal on Franks with the Forecaster as I did yesterday, even after gold jumping up $15 today. I have the Frank at $265. That price will go up into the $270 range after this weekend if gold holds its price, and I don't know why it wouldn't. I do have for sure, and my brokers don't even know this yet,